Alright, today, this time, we're gonna talk about Hot House Flower by K.B Ritchie. The second book of the Calloway sisters, but which one is it? It's the fifth book of the Addicted series. And it's the story of Ryke and Daisy. But this time, she's all grown up. So Ryke is 25 in the book, Daisy's 18, and like I already said that Ryke is the alpha male personality and he loves rock climbing, and he's the son of Jonathan Hill, so his Lauren's older brother. And he's, in general, like, especially in the reality show that I told you about, he's the jerk, but a kind one. So, like, he would protect you, but he would also nag about all the flaws that you could have. And he's really, really loyal as hell. He just wants to climb trees and mountains, and he just wants to work out and do absolutely nothing. But he's secretly in love with Daisy. Daisy's 18 finally, because, well, she was a minor in the other books, which is why they are the most hated couple, because of the 7-year age difference. But they both have a crush on each other, but they still can't be together because they think it's wrong and others wouldn't support it, especially Lauren. Lauren always threatens Ryke about dating Daisy. But now that she's 18, Daisy decides to attend a fashion week with a new look. You know, she cut her hair, and she's sick of her mother, and if you know Samantha, you would also be sick of her as a person, let alone a mother. But yeah, she decides to find her independence, and one of them is quitting modeling, and she wants to do everything on her own. And that's where, while she's getting ready to do the catwalk, someone steals her clothes and another paparazzi gets pictures of her not having clothes, which Connor solves the problem of. And also, again, Lily being a sex addict, that has really affected Daisy, because everyone are waiting on Daisy to go wild and to be the next troubled sister. And that situation gets her when 2 of her best friends try to assault her because of the rumor. Well, the rumor is true, but they're really horrible friends, and they try to really hurt Daisy. And Daisy has, you know, like her name, she has this really sunshine personality, like she's really happy all the time. And she never wants to let anyone down. She's such a people pleaser. And she knows how her sisters are having a hard time. So she never speaks up. But one person that she talks to is Ryke. And so in Fashion Week, she calls Reich, and Reich just gets the first ticket he could, and he flies to Paris to her. And that's one of the scenes that I really loved, is that Lauren and Connor also go to Paris, and they are all in the same hotel, but different rooms, of course. Like, Lo and Connor, they have their own room, and Daisy has her own room, but when in the middle of the night she only calls Reich to come over and talk to her, they both run to each other in the lobby, and they have their first kiss there. And it's such a beautiful scene, I think. But after that, they're like, okay, we have to keep this a secret, and no one should know. And also, one of the big things that happens in the book as well is when so like after a few days, Lily and Rose also join them. So all of them, they're all in Paris, and they also like football, American football, and rugby. And it's the World Cup of rugby. And they all go to a bar, and suddenly, when the game ends, a whole fight starts between the fans of the two different teams, and everything goes wild. Like, all the guys, they all attack each other. Not the Addicted series guys. But like the whole, like, it's really like hell breaks loose. People are throwing glasses, tables are shattered, chairs are thrown. Everything is chaos. Rose and Lily get to be the first ones who run out of the club, but Daisy gets stuck. And the boys are out too, but Reich goes back and finds Daisy unconscious. And like, I literally cried when I read that scene. He just gets her, and he can't find a taxi because it's rush hour and it's traffic, and she's bleeding from her head. Like, there is a cut on the left side of her face. And he runs to the hospital, literally with her in his arms. He runs to the hospital, and she gets the surgery, so she gets a permanent cut. And Reich and Daisy also live in the same apartment complex, but on different floors. And that makes it easier for Reich to protect her. And one of them being that when she, because of the thing that happened in the elevator with her friends, that they tried to assault her, she can't go to sleep unless Reich comes and checks everything. So like behind the curtains, because lots of paparazzis try to shot pictures of her, under the bed, everything. So Reich does a check every single night for her to feel safe. And they continue doing that without the other characters knowing. But to be honest, I love them. I think they complete each other. The best quotes of the book, I think, will be that your hothouse flower, you can't grow under natural conditions. You need adventure and security and love in order to stay alive. And I don't know if he's not the perfect man, the perfect alpha, then who is? Oh, also, one of the nicknames that Daisy has for Rick is that my wolf, and she goes like, he's my wolf, dangerous, alluring, and protective, but I can never get close enough or else he'll bite. Rick hasn't come to his senses about Daisy because he wants her and he wants to be with her, but he doesn't risk it. But at the end, he lets his guard down, and I think that's something all romance readers love. A guy who's only nice to you. And Rick is that.